they've really thrown the gauntlet down because this place is hot. Watch out, North Hills, the Fenton's coming for you. So about 10 years ago, Lisa and I came down to the Triangle from New York. We were considering a job offer down here, but we'd never been to the Raleigh-Durham area. So we heard did a bunch of research online. We saw Cary. It was top, the #1 town to live. It had just been named in 2012. And so we plugged into our GPS. We had the little Garmin GPS back then and said, Cary, and it brought us to downtown Cary. And I tell you, we got there and Lisa could not have been more underwhelmed. We ended up in a 1960s strip mall. Half the stuff was closed. No one was out downtown. And flash forward 10 years, and here we are in downtown Cary, right next to it at this brand new development called the Fenton. And this is Cary. This is Cary in 2020 and beyond. I think the town has been working towards having this type of development of mixed use of higher end condos and apartments, but also a great walkable downtown area, and this hits that to a T. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time checking this out and talking with one of the developers behind it and to learn what all is coming to the area, and excited to share this with you because it is opening and it's gonna be a really hot place to go check out. We're here with Paul Zarian, who's with Hines Development. Paul, tell us a little bit about how you first got involved in this project and what your role is.
This project has been in the works since 2015 when the site was first put under contract. We were involved starting in 2018, 2019, leading up to the design phase, doing part of the initial pre-leasing. And my role specifically, I oversee development here. So we have a great team of office leasing, retail leasing specialists, people who help out at various stages of the design phase, construction managers. And on the development side, we kind of coordinate everything and try to put it all together.
Wow. So you're like the lead chef, really, of pulling everyone together.
Either that or I have a lot of different bosses.
Yeah, I guess it depends how you look at it. So tell me, what really, in your mind, makes the Fenton special here in Cary? As far as I'm aware, it's really the only development of this sort in the Cary Apex, Holly Springs area outside of downtown.
Yeah, it's for us, it's the vertical integration of uses. When people talk about mixed-use projects, sometimes it means horizontal mixed use, where you see retail next to residential, next to office. Here, everything is tied together, and that's what we think makes this project so special. So I'd say that's number one. Number two is just the retail tenant mix. We led with a number of chef-driven restaurants, whether it's M Sushi out of downtown Durham, Scott Crawford's Steakhouse, he's obviously in downtown Raleigh. We have chefs from Atlanta, from Charleston, and then combine that with some really interesting new-to-market concepts. This is the first Nike Live location in the Triangle. This is the flagship Pottery barn in the Triangle. So we tried to really curate that tenant mix and make it something that became a regional draw.
I wanted to ask you about, you mentioned phase one that we're in and then roll out. What is the time horizon you're anticipating for the second or third phase, and how many phases are there?
All in all, I think this will be a decades-long project.
Wow.
And there could be 3 phases, there could be 5 or 6, it really just depends on market demand. But because the retail here is essentially full, we're at 90% pre-leased, we're starting to get interest for future phases, even though that might be 2 or 3 years out at this point. Part of that greenway that we built along Walnut Creek, eventually the town will connect it to downtown. So right now the best way to get to downtown is up Walnut Street, but the greenway actually cuts that duration in half. So I think the neighborhood between Fenton and downtown is going to look completely different in 10 years, just given the walkability to both.
Thanks for your time, Paul. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. It's great to show off the project.